It's Monday.
You're Harry Potter and the Nerd Fighters. Oh, Harry Potter, you know that I want a bouquet.
In this book, we learn a lot about a lot. We find out about the Deathly Hallows, we find out more about Horcruxes, we find more... I feel like it should be Horcrux. I mean, I say Horcrux. I don't usually say Horcruxes. Because Horcruxes just sounds... It doesn't sound good. Jo said she should have made it Horcrux as opposed to Horcruxes, but she said that she already had Infari, and she didn't want to be Horcrux and Infari, which... Anyways. We find out more about Horcrux, and, we find out, more about Dumbledore, which is very interesting. I've always been very interested in Dumbledore's, like, family and about Dumbledore's past, and we find out a lot about that. Upon first reading of this book, I felt that there was entirely too much camping, and it was boring, but when I went back and reread it, I realized there's not really that much camping, and it's still kind of boring, but it really establishes the fact that they are, in fact, on the run, and that they can't just go hang out at the Burrow or at, Hermione's house and be safe, that they have to, in fact, stay on the run and keep moving and try and stay below the radar. I like that. And, Potter Watch was cool. I don't know about anybody else, but I wasn't particularly sad when, Mad-Eye died. That wasn't too bad for me. What sucked was when Dobby died. That was terrible. And the way that Umbridge took Mad-Eye's eye. Oh, that was disgusting. I thought that bit about Lupin abandoning Tonks and just going out trying to help Harry, I thought that was very much so out of character, and I didn't see that coming, because Lupin's one of my favorite characters, and I just thought that was very strange, and that didn't seem like him at all. I thought that was a spy, or like that he was under the Imperious Curse or something. I was wrong. I love that bit at the end of the wedding chapter where Kingsley's Patronus comes in and it says, like, "The Ministry is falling. Scrimgeour is dead. They are coming." It's very intense, and I love that. That's a great way to end the chapter, and it's also, like, I hope they make it as intense in the film as it is in this chapter, because it really sets the mood for the entire book, and how everything is uncertain and how everything's just falling apart. This is another thing that I really dislike about Harry's character, is that he never asks any questions about anything that's of importance beyond his own little circle of Harry. He doesn't ask Dumbledore anything about his past or about his family. The only thing he really asks Dumbledore is that's not about him, is what he saw in the Mirror of Erised, which is probably a little too personal. But we find out a lot about Dumbledore and about his past, and I was very pleased with that. The last 24 hours of the book are insanely intense. Like, they go from leaving Shell Cottage, they go to Gringotts, break into Gringotts, do all the Gringotts stuff, leave on a dragon, a freaking dragon, okay? They leave on a dragon, and then they go to the Hogshead. They go through the Hogshead to Hogwarts. They go into Hogwarts, and all of this insanity happens, from the battle to everyone dying, to Snape dying, and Harry going into this pensieve and seeing all of these memories and getting all this new information, and it's wow. And Snape leaving a Snape-shaped hole in the wall as he jumped out like the coward he is. What I didn't understand is why Voldemort can fly. Why would he need to fly? Does that make him, like, super ultra mega powerful, that he can fly? How is that? And how are they going to do that in the film? Because, like, they've been flying. Overall, this is definitely one of my favorite of the 7. I say that about all of them, obviously, but overall this is probably the most developed, because you learn a lot, and all Jo ties together most of the loose ends, and she makes it all fit into this nice little package. And that's just one of the many things I love about her writing style.